Okay, what I'm going to do today is show you how you can research songs up. Now, I'm going to use a non-copyrighted song, a gospel song, and you can do this with any song out there. So when I do this for this song here, it's the same approach that you use for any popular song. There's a website called ultimateguitar.com. Looks like this. And you type in your song title up here you want to look for. In this case, I typed in "I Fly Away." And I know I've heard it by Alpha Brummerly. It's a key of G, no capo. Okay. Now here's going to show you in this particular case. Now again, it's going to be varies from song to song, or variations of the song. Johnny Cash might do it in a different key, so there might be different chords. Okay, whatever. But this is an example, and I'm going to show you different examples using this same song. In this particular case, when the key of G, we see a G, C, and a D7. G, G7, C, and D7. So here, the way this works, the ultimateguitar.com, and any chord chart you look at when you're a lead singer in a band, you want to be able to know what chord to go when over what words. Okay, so in this particular case, I'd be playing a G chord, some glad morning, G7, when this life is o'er, go to C, I'll fly away, back to G. So you know what chord to play while you're singing. That's all it is. So we look at this song here, and this "I'll Fly Away," the verses and the chorus are identical in the chord change. They're identical. So if you play the rhythm track, just the rhythm track, the guitar up and down strumming, you couldn't tell if he's playing the verse or the chorus because it's the same timing, tempo, chord change, everything exactly the same. What makes the difference is the melody in this song. The chorus, "I'll fly away, oh glory," it starts off with a higher G sound than the verse does. But the rhythm is exactly the same. So a rhythm guitarist won't have any difference on how many times strumming a G chord before it goes to C. So now let's look at this. What I've done is look at it for the ultimateguitar.com. I also have an account on Strum Machine. Now this Strum Machine version here, it's only got G, C, and D. And this is how a lot of people down south play it. Just G, C, and D. And they don't understand why is there a seventh added? Why is there a minor added? They just know they play G, C, and D. So that's what they do here. Now, what I've done on this particular version, now this is how Strum Machine has their version. I have a version that I changed, and as you can see down here, Bill's version, I've got a G7. I've got the E minor. That's not in the other version. I wanted to show, see here I got verse and chorus because the rhythm track is exactly the same. So it doesn't matter. So I've got it here on the rhythm track. I'm playing a verse, then a chorus, okay, and it goes back again, verse and chorus, until the last time through. I'm going to play it here 4 times, so it's going to play it actually 8 here before it goes back to chorus, and there's going to be a break. But it's the same exact chord structure for each one. Now, what if I want to do this up for, and so, well, this is a typical, and I got this in the key of A, I can put this in the key of G, so that was on the ultimateguitar.com, is in the key of G. So I've got this now in the key of G here. But I can put this in any key I want. But when I do that, it's going to change what chords are where. So along with G, C, and D, let's look at the chord display, chord charts. Now, when we say G, C, and D, that's saying that's my 1, 4, 5 of that key. So G, A, B, C, and D. 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. G, C, and D. So if I change this to a number chart, you can see 1, 5, 1, 1, 7, 4, 6 minor. That means no matter what key I'm playing in, it's going to be, for example, if this is G, that'd be G7. If this is 4, this would be a C. 6 minor would be E minor. 5 would be D. So no matter what key I'm in, this would be the perfect chart for no matter what key I'm in. If I'm playing in the key of A, so A would be 1, A, B, C, D, E. So my 1, 4, 5 would be A, D, and E. So my 6 will be an F sharp minor. So that's what that be here, okay? So we just, when we change the key, that's all it means. So we're going to look back at the letters here, G, C, and D. Now, what if you want to say, I want to do this song, but I don't want to do it in this key. I want to do it like, say, for example, I got up here Randy Travis on Chordify singing it. And if you notice, the very beginning, he starts off C here. And you got C, F, and G. That shows me this is in a key of C. C, D, E, F, G. So it's in a key of C. It's also got an A minor here. You see the A minors. Now, if I was to go back to Strum Machine, let's look at this version. Let's change it to the key of C. We can also see it's got an A minor here. C, F, G, A minor. So that's constant. That's just exactly the way he does it here. C, F, G, A minor. So any key, any song you play, all you have to do is realistically listen to the songs, maybe on YouTube, wherever you're listening to, and say, okay, I want to do this song in the way Randy Travis did it, for example. Well, he'd be in the key of C. What if I wanted to do it in a different key? Well, I can go back to Chordify, and you can see all my different versions of I Fly Away here. Let's look at the first one. What's this one in? D, G, and A, right here. You see those 3 chords. That means I'm doing this one in the key of D. D, E, F, G, A. This one don't have a minor key in it, but if it did, it would be a B minor. What's about the next one? By Alan Jackson. This is an F sharp. You can see my minor right here. So that's fine. If I want to change that, I can change the key here. Take it to G, and you can see it's G, C, D, E minor. I'm just a half a step lower than G. So instead of doing an F or G, I'm doing an F sharp. Just a half step between the two. So that's what that E minor, instead of an E minor, it'd be D sharp minor. You can change. You can look at any key you want. Whether this Joey and Rory, it's in B. Okay. Now what happens? A lot of times down south, people want to play the songs and they don't know how to make the bar chord, so they put a capo on it. A capo is simply something that would clamp down on your guitar so you can bar the notes, all the strings on that one particular fret. So a lot of times people down south, they want to play in a certain key. They don't know how to make all the bar chords. This will be put on the 4th fret to play B. So you're just playing G, C, and D. So it doesn't really matter what key you're in. If I want to look at this I Fly Away, it's an F sharp. A lot of different versions. Johnny Cash's version is played in the key of C. C, F, G, C, F, G. You can see here. So we look at what key do you want to play it in. That's going to determine the chord you play. What's your tempo? So like say, for example, if I wanted to do that one I was looking at a while ago, let's look at Alabama's here. What's it in? It's in G, C, G, E minor. They're playing at 111 beats per minute. Okay, so if I want to here, I could change this to 111 and key of G, and I would be doing it pretty much the same style and tempo and speed as Alabama. 111 beats per minute in the key of G, G, C, D, E minor. So that's really the 2 most important things is what key it in, when you play along with it, so you could change when you go to ultimateguitar.com to you know where the words are at according to the chord chains. You could sing along with it, okay, and understand when you change chords. And you can also change chords here as well. So let's say if you find the Johnny Cash version or another one that's in the key of C used down here, it says transpose, and I can go back to, it's going to take a while to get there, D, here's my C. I just hit the transpose back, and I can see it's in the key of C, C7, F, G. So now you can play it and sing along with this, along with the version here in the key of C. And you'll be hitting the same chords, same time. I hope this helps you on learning how to use chord charts, understanding how to look them up when the ultimateguitar.com, as well as looking at it from I Fly Away on the Strum Machine, and or also Chordify.